Welcome back to GN Sports, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's back to camp for the Bears, who report to Hallis Hall tomorrow with the first training camp practice set for Wednesday. JP and I are here to get you ready for another training camp in Bears season with a look at some position rankings and how the Bears stack up with the rest of the division according to Pro Football Focus. And of course, we have to start with the wide receiver group, who should be at full health following the Chase Claypool coming off the PUP list news. Bears also reportedly signing receiver Isaiah Ford just in time for report day. So here's our first set of rankings. Bears coming in at 13. They were last in the league in 2022. This season ranked ahead of both the Lions and the Packers. Okay, DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney. I'm not saying that's the specific order or depth chart right now, but this should be one of their stronger groups, right? Going into year 3 with Justin Fields?
Listen, Ryan Poles knew exactly what he was doing, K-Shark, when it came down to it, of finding guys to be able to put around Justin Fields. And I think it does start with DJ Moore, a guy that can go and get you the ball. Anytime that he's covered, double coverage, he still is open, and that's what you want. It's going to make Justin's life a lot easier. And I also think when it comes down to it, we'll have to see what Chase Claypool is going to do. This is a prove-it year for him. But for a guy like Darnell Mooney, I think this gives him an opportunity to slide back to where he's more comfortable. Not a lot of light on him on the outside, but on the inside where I think he could be so valuable to this Bears offense.
Yeah, and coming off that injury, you know Darnell's going to be ready and has a lot to prove going into this season for sure. All right, let's move on to the running backs. A group, I got to admit, have a lot of questions about this season. Justin Fields said he doesn't want a 1,000-yard rushing season. So that means he's going to need some help in the backfield. Bears rank 24th in the league, down 8 spots from last year. David Montgomery now in Detroit, where the Lions come in at 16. Packers leading in at 6. JP, they bring in Deontay Foreman, who set a career high last season in Carolina in carries and yards. They also have rookie in Johnson. So do we expect Khalil Herbert now in his 3rd season to carry all of that rushing workload, or do we see some help from others?
I definitely think it is going to be running back by committee. Listen, Khalil Herbert, we know that Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus really love what he brings to the table. But when you have guys that are coming in behind you, this is your opportunity to show that you stand apart. And we saw it with David Montgomery. He was the bell cow. But then he also had to kind of, when he wasn't running, Khalil Herbert came in. I see that being whoever's got the hot hand with this running back group is going to get the rock. I don't think it's a bad deal, though. I really like this group as a whole together. I think they have the opportunity to be special, but as a whole entire unit.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how Khalil Herbert handles being the
guy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I think he's ready because he's proven it, but it's a different style of running back than we've seen from David Montgomery. So
yes, I'm very interested to see, because there's a lot of talent inside of that running back room.
All right, on to the group blocking up front. The Bears O-line coming in at 21. Lions with the 5th best line in the league, best in the division. The pride and joy of Ryan Poles' team, of course, we all know is the O-line. He brings in Darnell Wright with the team's 1st-round pick. We're going to see Cody Whitehair back at center. What's your confidence level like in this group, JP?
All right, I'm going to be honest with you, Sharky. If they could stay healthy, I'm going to be confident. But let's not forget, though, that we're talking about the 3rd position in 3 years for Tevin Jenkins. Nate Davis is coming in on this squad as a new guy. Braxton Jones, we know there's a lot of eyes that are going to be on him as well. I think my biggest question is how long it's going to take for this unit to grow as one, and can they stay healthy? If they can, I'm not really worried about the run game. They're going to be good there. It's about protecting Justin Fields and making sure that he stays upright. If they can do that, it's going to give this offense an opportunity to do the special things and for Justin Fields to throw for 4,000 yards like he said he wants to.
The fact that we already have some of the positions set at this point in the season is a good sign for the Bears right now. All right, to defense. So let's start up front with the D-line. This Bears group ranking almost dead last. None of the NFC North crack in the top 15 here. Bears finished last, and a lot of pressure and rushing pass defense categories last season. JP, they bring in DeMarcus Walker on board. And the rookie you're going to talk about in Javon Dexter. Is that enough? I think not.
I'm going to start here, though, with Javon Dexter. Let's talk about Justin Jones. Watching him last season, starting at the 3 technique, he played 744 snaps last year, a career high. Listen, Dexter's coming in. He had 120 tackles last season in college. He also had 4.5 sacks. I love that, but if he can ball and get into a groove early on in his career, it's only going to help both guys in this defense to be able to stay fresh. And this 4-3 defense, that 3 technique, K-Shark, is not only just supposed to stop the run. It's got to get after the passer as well. That's what I want to see, if they can do that together and stay fresh.
All right, if there's one position Ryan Poles did address this offseason, it's the linebacker position. Will hopefully pay off. Bears coming in second among linebacker groups, way ahead of the rest of the division. A big part of that, the additions of Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards. They come into a room with Jack Sanborn, who certainly made an impression last season, now gets ready for his second year in Matt Eberflus's defense.
I love the addition of Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards. I love these guys, right? They're both dudes that you want on your football team. They fly around, they make football plays, but also in this defense, they're going to have to be able to drop in coverage as well. So I look for that. On the strong side, when you look at that Sam linebacker, Jack Sanborn, the Bears, they got him. They got some insurance, though, in the 5th round draft when they got Noah Sewell. So I want to see how he progresses as well in this defense.
All right, time to go by the numbers brought to us by our friends at Bet Rivers. Some odds for the first coach to leave this season.
Dang.
Looks like Josh McDaniels, the favorite there at plus 500 with the Raiders. Matt Eberflus, though, plus 2,000. He is plus 1,300 to be coach of the year. So you never know, but not a list or odds that you want to be on.
No, it's not. Hey, we got to take a break. When we come back, K-Shark, you know what time it is. It's time for What's Good. Before we get out of here, we got some good ones. Please don't forget to follow us on social, GN Sports TV on Twitter and IG. You see the Crocs.